Hey guys, Mike, Oddfellas Travels. If you don't already know who I am. Okay, another morning, and I had a bit of a hunt around and picked a spot, and I've only been on the ground like 16 minutes, and I didn't expect the way the luck's been running. You know, I haven't been walking over much, so I got a tone, and could have been a little bit of rubbish, but I dug it anyway, so I haven't got it on camera. But you know, she wasn't that deep, maybe 2 inches down, really subtle tone, but a little bit of gold. I would be saying, oh, she might be 0.1 of a gram, but let's have a look at her. Get in the sun. Where are we? Yeah, so nice little bit, fairly flat. She's fairly rough too, so you know, I've only, look, there's the car right there. I wouldn't have walked more than 100 metres back and forth, so hopefully I'm onto her. But we've got a few hours to poke around. She's pretty hot and humid after the storm, but a couple of storms, but a bit of rain. But we'll keep going until we can't, and then we can come back tomorrow. But hopefully this is just the start. Happy days. Oh, see you on the next dig, guys. Hopefully it's another shiny piece, eh? Very good. It's only been like another 20 minutes, I suppose, since I dug that last one. I'm not far off it, just on a swing back, and I've got another tone. It's very subtle. It could be ground noise, but I mean, have a listen, see what you think. Sounds like a little bit, doesn't it? But we'll see. I tell you what, she's muggy as hell after that rain and a bit of that sun. She's still warm, but she's cooling down. Let's dig her up. Yeah, sounds a little bit like noisy ground to me. But we'll go a bit deeper and see what happens. The ground's pretty damp. We've had a good bit of rain, but she's been pretty good so far. But, she's pretty wet in here. You can see how wet it is. But let's see if we still got tone. Well, if it hasn't changed much, I suspect. It's hard to say. Noisy ground, I suspect. Tone was widening and wasn't getting any clearer. So we'll keep going, eh? But the ground is very wet. We've had quite a bit of rain. But, and there's some more on the way by the looks of it, but we'll keep swinging. Never know your luck in a big city. I tell you what, I just about had it. Whew, she's been so hot. It's getting on in the day. So I'm on another tone, probably third tone in, actually fourth tone in now. One bit of gold, one bit of noise ground, and one bit of rubbish. But this tone sounds just, whew, it's getting hot. This tone sounds a little bit better. I've only just scraped it, but I'll put the camera down and you can work with me and see how it goes. I'll give you a listen first. Well, the ground's not as damp there, so might be a little tiny piece. Let's have a look, eh? I hope so. I might call it a day if it is a piece of gold, and I'll go home, back to camp, refresh, and come back tomorrow. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Nah, just another bit of noisy ground. It's getting a bit knackered, but she's a bit hard to call because tiny pieces have been, you know, a little bit deep for their size, I suppose, and it's hard to distinguish the tone between a bit noisy ground and the little bits of gold at the moment, the ground being so wet. But we'll keep going for a little bit, but I'm about to call it a day, and I'll come back in the morning and see how we go. Whew. She's very muggy. All right, keep her swinging. Yeah, so I suppose I've covered about another 20 metres over. I mean, you can have a look, but I'm still not that far from the car. But you should be able to see the car over there through the trees. But I can see on the ground here there's oh, it's hard to say how long ago it was because we've had a lot of rain, but there's remnants of, looks like there's been a bit of chain in here, and I can see a little patch over there where there's probably a dozen digs or so. So it's a good and a bad thing. It means that I suspect there's been gold here, and I suspect there still is, but I'll just be picking up the dregs maybe. But what it does mean that, you know, I can push another 150 yards off in each direction, 150 metres I should say, rather than being old school. But, and there might be a bit more gold scattered around, so it's a starting point. I'm going to call it a day, guys, because by geez, it's hot. Very humid, very muggy. I'm ready to have a drink of electrolytes, a bottle of water. Then I'll head home for a well-deserved beer, I think. But yeah. But anyway, a bit of an old miners camp in the distance, I think. We'll check that out tomorrow. Also come across a old abandoned homestead, which we might have a look at sometime. But anyway, you can see that's where I dug that little piece of gold, and there's a little bit of rubbish, then a bit of noisy ground over there, bit of noisy ground over there, but not bad work all up. If I can find a piece of gold every day, I'll be a happy man, especially if I find 2 grams a day, which is my average, but it doesn't have to be every day, does it? I can find 6 grams on one day, and that's my bloody average for 3 days. My target average anyway. But all right guys, probably a fairly short video, but at least we're onto a bit of gold, so I might wind it up then. I really got to go back, and I'm getting really weary. Been on the ground about 5 hours today, so in this heat. But thanks for watching so far. I'm still running. I see the statistics, still about 60% of viewers, even return viewers, still haven't subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it. It'll help me get along on my channel, benefit a bit of the hard work. And take care, guys. I'm going back, and once remember, if you are in a bed, I make sure of it. Always hydrate before you go back and have a beer, because otherwise that first beer, she won't touch the walls, and then after that, whew, she'll be a downhill slide, and you won't know where the slippery dip's going to end. Always hydrate before you have that ale. Oh, I'm pretty tuckered, guys, so I'm going to get going. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little video. At least we found a bit of gold on this one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, keep it real and stay cool, guys. See ya. Whew. Oh.